People on the streets of KwaZulu-Natal are concerned about. And let's get a reaction from Premier. And I know that some of your MECs are with us here as well, if you'd like to call on them to add to what you have to say. But the first thing that came through, and that came through with the crime statistics when they came through last week, it seems to be getting worse. And how is it that KwaZulu-Natal, lovely part of the country, is the highest in the country in terms of murder rates and armed robberies and things like that? Have you lost control? Why the escalation?
Well, of course, it's quite a major concern that we have this rise on matters in our province. We are, however, doing quite a lot of things to contain the situation. And by the way, I must say that it's seemingly in the whole country, we've had a rise on matters in terms of crime statistics, the latest ones. Last year, when we were approaching December, we had a conversation as the Executive Council with SABC, led by Lieutenant General Mamunye, to say, what is that we can do concretely to beef up strategies and tactics to deal with crime? And at that time, we had just been under attack from a wave of crime on highway area, and we're trying to look at this. And I find that what we needed to do was to understand the situation police are working in terms of numbers, resources, and so on. And that, as a province, we found that we can make a contribution if talking to the department nationally to say, look, we want to make our own contribution financially so that we can increase the numbers of police, increase their operations in residential areas, and indeed that worked. Right now we have another project that was starting very closely in the form of a clip, I would call it for hostels so that you understand it. We've experienced quite an increase in that particular area. We counted from 2010 to 2011, 5 people get killed in a year. 2011 to 2012, another five murders, and so on. But just this year alone, from April this year to September this year, 13 murders in one place, where previously you have had 5 murders a year. And this time, within this period, you have 13 murders. Now that tells you that stats on murders are on the rise indeed. It's not theory. We have sought to make that place a small place where we can study trends and see what is that we do, and we've taken measures. And the first thing we've done there is to say, well, let's involve the public in that area, and we've done so. And secondly, tie it up to specific rules that you can make to having understood the situation. What do? You talk to people, you build a committee, and thirdly, put up lights, and fourthly, conscientize people that there's matter here and we need to work together. But we've also put police there, assembled a team of police, and it lies in us realizing that these stats indicate a challenge that we have to face. Not only simply say, police must do work, police must do work. We think this time around, as government ourselves, both the legislature and municipalities, but us as the executive, must rise to the occasion in practice and in terms of concrete steps.
Are you happy? I mean, part of fighting crime is getting accurate statistics, and it just seems that the statistics for KwaZulu-Natal were a bit of a shambles initially. And I'm just wondering why that was, and then they had to be reissued. If we're not confident about the stats, then we're not sure where and what to fight. Are you happy that statistics are being collected properly and that they're telling you the right things so that you can take the right kinds of actions?
Well, I would say that police and the department, we would rather leave the accuracy of the stats with them, and I'm sure they're aware of any miscalculations. But at the same time, they have given us stats, and we are aware on our own. Like at one point, we were discussing the number of bodies that are being received at Gale Street alone, which is a mortuary, and we counted that per day is no less than 10. So we do have clear indications ourselves, despite the apart from the stats that are given by police, which I'm saying they would be aware, and then they would correct them and improve on the figures. But we are aware.
But in the meantime, the reality is that people are not feeling safe, and also it's affecting your tourism. People are not wanting to come to KZN because they have the perception that it's not safe.
Well, we drove away that perception in 2010 when people came here for football during the World Cup. I know
unfortunately, I have to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, I'd like you to answer that, because the tour operators are saying they're seeing a decline in numbers. So we'll find out why they think that after this.